Alright, welcome back to another favourite maps, or the last of favourite maps series. There's been 7 maps which I've enjoyed playing on 15 and 17. And this is the last one I'm doing. Now, this is one not as well known as some of the others. I will ignore the signs because I'm afraid the only copy I've got of this is one I already worked on. Cold Comfort Farm is the name of one. It's the farm in one of the series I was playing. I used it for 2 series actually, which is unusual for me. Shows how much I enjoyed. I also took out the seed and the fertiliser which was along here. But this is Watts Farm by Clint Watts. It's a lovely little map. Now it is still possible to get it, but I'm not certain if the full fixed map is about, because there was a few errors that Clint had made, which he hasn't been a well man, so it's understandable that some things slipped by, and Darren fixed them and got permission off Clint to repost it, but Darren didn't want his name on it. He decided the basic work wasn't his, it was Clint's. He just put a few things right which he could. So there is, say, several versions out there. 1.5 was I think the final official version with seasons on already for seasons, which is the version we're looking at, but the fixed version. Not that makes too much difference, but also one I played about with to get it how I want it. So we'll have a quick look round. Now, American map, of course. Now, this is unusual. Let's have a look at the map. It's a small map, very small, but it's completely surrounded by mountains. This is completely enclosed. For storytelling, I always had somewhere that things get in there, except for the second series, which there was somewhere around here, I think through here somewhere, that's meant that I had said there was a way out, which had been closed up by the aliens. Don't ask. It got very complex and so silly I couldn't keep up with it. But in basic form, you have 7 and 14 of your fields. Don't add 2, 7 and 14. They're all small fields. This is perfect for small equipment. So, saying that, let's have a look at the starting equipment. You've got nice little basic range of small standard stuff, the New Holland and 2 of the case 1455s. The small case combine with header. Yes, the awful to try and reverse DB8 trailer. I soon swapped that over for something else. The small plough and Great Plains small cedar. I think this one's the cedar. So look, yeah, this is the cedar. And you also got a pickup. That was it. That's what you started with. All of it. This is your farm. Nicely laid out farm. And it's also got all these places there open and closed. So you've got plenty of storage, a lot of storage, a hell of a lot of storage. And here I think is where I used to put, and I ain't got my headphones switched on, excuse me, it's better. I'm always forgetting those. Here's where I used to put the potatoes and the beet. The farm itself is split up into two separate areas. Your cattle are over here. We'll pick up a tractor in a moment, just go for a drive around. And this is your cattle yard. So has this got the extra bits I put in or not? Yes, it has. I will just point out that the buildings straight ahead of him were not on the map. I put those in for the storytelling things. But I had to have somewhere to go for a start off. There is a farmhouse, and we'll have a look at that in a little while. Your silo bins all up here. One bunker, one silage bunker. This was also added This was get rid of milk sours. I don't think that was in the original. So one of the problems was on the original, I think the straw floated. So that was put right. And the other one was the weird flying sheep. Species, I know Species 7 used to play this a lot as well. And I think he knew Clint via his channel quite well, and I got to know him. Now how I got this, though, is I found this on FSUK. And I contacted Clint and said, do you mind if we put this on PCSG as well? And thankfully he said, yes, go ahead. And this was on the 15th version. And the 15th version I just used as Justin's farm, which he took over from Bob Watts. You see it all works in. I said all these doors on the main farm here all open and close. Nice big areas to store stuff. I don't think these ones open and close. No, they don't. But in there, there's a young lady. Now I made a little bit of her in the story. Let's see if I get. There we are. Not overly dressed. So it must be quite warm in there, especially during the winter, because it did get a bit nippy here. You can't really see. Chickens are in here. And we've got eggs, because you've got... Oh, this is one too that I have to say that Disco done a very funny skit on this. I said something to Benny Hill. I feel like Benny Hill when I was getting the eggs, and he took the video pictures and put the Benny Hill music to it. I enjoyed that. My good mate Disco. Right, we'll go and have a little bit of drive around. That won't take long to go through this, because it's a very small farm, but he's made a lot of the space he's gave himself. I've got a few of my extras on here, which I normally play with, so don't be surprised that the HUD looks slightly odd. Right, we start up this way. Now, driving on this is quite interesting because there's no traffic, of course, but you've got very few places that ain't connected well by road. Now, there's a working windmill. It's just decoration. Before you all get excited and think you better take your wheat there, that is just decoration. Now you've got these little narrow tracks all the time. You wouldn't want to put a big combine in here, or a big lumberjack thing, the scorpion you wouldn't want to put in here. This is your pigs in here. And it's a fairly standard equipment, but I think it's very well done, and I say I found it excellent for storytelling. I'm fairly certain I did 2 series on this, 2 separate series, which I don't think I've ever done before or since. So that's where the pigs are kept out of the way, because that's it, with the best will of the world, pigs are a little bit whiffy. Going up the wrong pathway here. Let's go up the right pathway. I seem to recall too there was a problem with one of the fields. I think it's the one near the farm. It could be 1 or 2. That wasn't very level. Well, this is the farmhouse itself. Standard farmhouse. You've got your truck here, but I'd rather take the tractor out, and I don't think no, they don't open. Plenty of trees, plenty of scenery, and it is actually quite a lovely map. It's a lovely looking map. It doesn't take long to go around it, and we will just skirt around the outside now. I've got to try and remember where everything is, because some things I never used on the map. This could be the BGA up here. Or is it? No, this is where you buy your animals from. Buy and sell your animals. Yeah. Nice big area. Again, you got more storage if you need it. Can't. The only thing you can do is trade your animals. Don't think there's anything else around the outside until we get down to the south side of the map, but we'll carry on round just in case I miss something. I know there's a BGA here somewhere. This is a... Yeah, gone to the wrong bit. It's actually a map a lot small. It's very easy to get lost on. Mind you, I get lost in a straight line. And you see the fields are not simple. They have got some horrendous slopes on. This, for example, and even better is the one behind us, I think. We'll have a look at that when we come back, if I remember. And also, I think Clint done one of the best jobs on putting the snow masking. I've seen. He took real care on. When I put it on, I don't bother too much that some of it will blow in the open doorways. He did. He put some sort of blowing into the open door. It looked lovely. Yeah. I'm a fan. I think his first time he done the map was on 15. This was the follow up on 17. Now that waterfall, I know we've seen that a few times, but I still love that waterfall. And I think normally it didn't have two separate streams on most of the ones. I think it had one. I think you must have combined the two. Here we have the fisherman. Here's the one like old boy who likes to put in the fisherman. I think that's the same model. I would imagine there's not too many. And there's how he got here on what looks a bit like a Vespa. And you can actually pick it up if you wish. I'm going to. Yes, it's the same model that old boy used. Good model actually for fisherman. Not so good when you're getting close, but from a distance it looks excellent. And let's have a closer look at this waterfall. We're good. Do a little bit of rock climbing. A lot of mountain goat look. There. Yeah. Doesn't look quite so good when you're in close, but that, of course, is giants. But it's coming out of several different places. Alright, shall we dive in? Well, dive in. Well, we're in. Oh, that's a bit cold, a bit nippy. I know I've got season set up for Fahrenheit. I don't understand Fahrenheit anymore. I know Celsius rather than Fahrenheit. We'll go around the outside and we'll catch the stuff inside on the way back. I'm trying hard to remember what everything is. There's not a great deal of different sales places. This must be the BGA. It certainly is. A cut down BGA, but very good. It works. All you want. Let's face it, in stuff in this size, you're not going to want a lot of other stuff. Standard BGA. Everything is standard. I will make that clear. There's not a lot of custom stuff, but it doesn't need it. Custom stuff sometimes just hides up other problems. So this uses standard stuff, but uses the standard stuff well. Now the road goes off to the left up here. There we are. We've still got the lumber yard to find. Oh, here's one of the sale points. This one is your wool. I forget what it looks like. You sell slurry in that over here. I'm not 100% certain what this one sells, but there's a tip in there, or what this one buys, not what it sells. Let's try and use proper English pronunciations, shall we? And this muck heap there, so I think this is where you can sell some stuff. Let's have a if you're not using seasons. Remember, seasons just mess things up a bit. Flake and Bake Mary's Farm. Let's just I can't seem to highlight any of these. That might be because I haven't got everything in there. But I think this might be Mary's Farm. Might well be. But you see there they sell. You buy slurry and they buy muck. I think that must be these two here. Let's see what it says in the map. What's PGA? I can't see it here. We come along here. It must be these two. Valley Grinds it actually is. Oh, we've got some wheat over the place, but that might well be this from the start of, and when you play it a bit it clears up. Where is Mary's Farm then? Sawmill? Just wonder if I've got another map interfering with this one. Standard, of course it's the standard map, isn't it, Mary's Farm? We've got Valley Grinds and Watts Wool up here. Right, let's try travel over onwards. This one I played quite a bit off camera too. I played it even more on 15 off camera. I only used it, say, for the organic farm that Justin was running after he took it over from Bob Watts. I'm remembering all the things. This, by the way, is your logging area. All these trees can be cut down. You can replant. Your logging places over here. You got your crane and your water. There you got your. You got all your stuff here. Oh, this one here actually does work. This is a working bit. This is one of the modded bits of equipment brought in. This is the Maru. I think this is the Maru plank maker. And you actually sell them. Would you believe? Couldn't be simpler. Just here, and those. Just to prove it, I don't know if I've got super strength set up on here or not. Let's have a look. This is the game extension lift scale. Yeah, we did have it. We have got it on. So let's pick up one of these. Oh, look how strong I am now. We're 15,000 at the moment. I thought these actually sold, but because that's not there, they sell. I'm fairly convinced they sold before, but they don't look like they want to now. These gave you a little bit extra cash. It might be I got a conflict on one of the mods on here. What it looks like. I thought you sold them in here, but apparently not. Well, let's try the normal sale point. I have determined to find out now somewhere I can sell these now I took them out. But maybe I have a conflict of mods on here because I only hurriedly threw this on to be honest about it, and I'm just trying to find the next sales point. I've done some logging on this one, believe it or not. I had to, I needed the money now. No, they're not. Perhaps they don't sell. I certainly did, but I could be wrong. The ones out here certainly sell over there, and that's the only place to sell them. There's a nice little area out of the way, so you can ignore the logging if you wish, or you can take part in it. And being quite a small area, you will need to replant if you're going to be on this map for any length of time. And I think these are just decorations, these logs here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it's, yeah, just decoration. Can't lift them. I've just managed to speed myself up. At my time of life, it's not good to be sped up too much. Alright, as you can gather too, with this being the last of this little series, we're getting very close to the end. I already stopped the logging series. I think I've got 2 more family farm to make, 1 more Blickling, which isn't going to be what I hoped it would be, and 1 more motorsport manager, and then I think we're done. Oh, and 1 special for the 18th of December, my last official day. And I think that will be completely it. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more now. I don't think anything else out on the outside, so we've whipped down here to the main sell point. Your garage is down here, your vehicle workshop and what have you. Let's just stop there. Your field station is here. Very nice, because I use that a lot too in stories. Old track there's decoration. Your new vehicle sales point. Your bakery, which you could sell your eggs at. Somewhere around here too. There's a pit that you can sell just about everything else. Yeah, here. Milk is in here. Oh, it must be. No, it must have been part of it. No, one Clint put that in, or Darren did. I can't remember. That's milk sales here. If you decide to manually sell, you've got the choice. You just put in the stop milk sales if you want. But if you just want to sell manually, or you can do it just before midnight, pick up a load, and that will work the same. Alright, let's have a look at some of the fields. Oh, we have been 27 minutes, which surprised me actually. I thought it might have been done a lot quicker. Small fields, perfect for small equipment. You don't want anything over 3 meters on this farm. But let's have a look at what is probably the horriblest field to work on. This one straight ahead of us. Look at the slopes on that. Now it's not just, we'll get out and just have a look. It's not just the slope upwards, but it slopes from side to side as well. You look here, it's dropping away quite sharply. This is a horrible field to work on. You really do have to think about it. And there isn't actually an easy, I don't know, say there isn't an easy one. 3 over here doesn't look too bad. It's quite flat. And it's actually quite large. And a nice selection of trees all around. And when you get snow, if I can remember how to add snow, I don't think I can, so I'm afraid I'll just look further if I try and do it. I can't remember if it's SS add snow. Well, shall we try it? Oh, don't want tab, you feel. Let's go to the cab. It's something that can't load in there, but oh, I've got some. I must have left some stuff in there I didn't mean to, because I've got hay pellets and all that Actually, I haven't got the main bit in there. FS. I think it's underscore. I think it's underscore. Let's try. Sorry, I just knocked the mic. No. Ah, 1 minute. It is actually capital. No, given time, it should start giving us some snow. Oh, here we come. We'll put another layer in. We'll get rid of that. There we are, that's snow, look. And the whole thing, remember those mountains around the edge weren't snow covered when we started. It won't last long, but we're just driving. I'll just show you what I meant about the how he's done the build. Yeah, he's done these roads here very narrow. This is actually how it comes. Done a lot better job than I normally do, or did. So look here. This is a classic example. Open doors, so it's going to blow in. You're going to have snow in here. And you can see that snow must have been coming from this side to that side, because it hasn't laid just outside there. Now if we have a look at some of the other stuff here before we pack up. Won't be any there, but we need one of these here. Here there's little patches of snow which is blown in on. Here look, it's blown in. Now I used to just do it so it's just flat open, which is wrong. This is how it should be. Here, snow got in down on the pit point, and in here the snow's blown right in on this one. It's almost blown in on all of these, just a little bit in the centre, which I think is the right way of doing it, which is one of the best ways I've seen of anybody doing it. I think snow is starting to disappear. Right, I think with that, we're heading to look at Watts Farm, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, and to find Watts Farm, you're going to have to hunt for it, I'm afraid. And it was on FSUK and PCSG, both of which are now defunct. And I'm just going to find somewhere to take a picture. Whilst we've still got a bit of snow about. I don't know, we'll get on top of the chicken hut if we can. I don't think we can. I haven't got fly enabled on here, so I'm stuck a bit. Oh, we'll take one at ground level, why not? Oh, and I should just turn everything off first, of course. Before everything disappears, before all the snow disappears. There we go. That's the one we want. Alright, yeah, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section. I read everyone, I try and reply to everyone. And with that, I think it's me and saying cheerio for now. Cheerio, just I've been joined by Jade, one of our little puddy tats, who is a flaming nuisance at times. Alright, with that, it's cheerio.